Maestro Orlando Q. Johnson, or Mr. O, is a passionate musician, author, and CEO founder of Music Instruction for All Learners Inc., MIFAL, and MIFAL Arts Academy. A graduate of Temple University, like its mascot, the owl, Orlando is wise beyond his years. MIFAL, usually deeply entrenched in the community, came to a grinding halt when the coronavirus pandemic struck. But Orlando, not one to be stopped, saw opportunity where others saw difficulty and took his entire business virtual. This strategy, called a pivot, allowed MIFAL to continue adding value to the community and allowed Orlando to create even in a crisis.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. And I'll say it again. Good afternoon. Nothing like starting the day off with a few technical difficulties or an afternoon with a few technical difficulties. My name is Mr. O, and I am here live. We are here live with our annual 2021-2022 Celebrating the Arts through MIFAL Arts Academy. We have a few technical difficulties going on. Our dean had a problem that came up. The devil is busy, but as that last segment that you just seen, the show must go on, and the show is going on. So I want to thank all of you who have tuned in today. From the bottom of my heart, I thank all of you because we are truly excited. We are truly excited about everything that is going on. And just to give you a few things to do while this program is going on. One, we are going to, social media. We want you to hashtag share this on social media, tell everybody about what is going on with Spring Recital, Celebrating the Arts with MIFAL Arts Academy and MIFAL Inc., where the art MIFAL is where the arts knows no MIFAL Inc., with arts knows no age, and MIFAL Inc., where music knows no bounds. Okay, had a little brain fart right there, but that's okay. Now, in social media, we just want to give you guys some homeworks as you're sharing it. I will be putting in the registration link because we do have we have our courses, which you will see the piano course, the food lessons, the food course, and all that. We're going to have a dance course, violin. We have courses that are going on right now. So if you would like to be part of the program, I will be sharing a link on Facebook and in YouTube. And then you just go there, check out what we're doing. Now, we want you guys to do us a favor. Put hashtag. If you're enjoying it, put hashtag MIFAL Arts Academy, hashtag MIFAL Inc., hashtag Spring Recital, and hashtag Keep the Arts Alive. We want you guys just to put these hashtags out there. That way, when people tune in, they will say, hey, oh, that was a beautiful and wonderful program. And also, when we are about to do our giving, we are taking donations. So, there are several ways you can donate. You can use the QR code that's up there. You can use give to MIFAL AA. You say to donate, text give the number 2 MIFAL AA to the number 55498. Again, that is give to MIFAL AA to the number 55498. And that's the text to donate, or you can use the QR code. And we are on Facebook at MIFAL Inc. We are on Instagram at MIFAL_Inc., Twitter at MIFAL_Inc. So we are there. You can share. We want you to share, 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 and share again. And now, if we want you guys to also know that the first 100 donors will receive a special mask. And I have one of the special masks, compliments of BAM Embroidery. Again, the first 100 donors will receive a special mask, compliments of one of our sponsors, BAM Embroidery, like BAM. BAM Embroidery. That's what that is. So you can scan me again, scan to donate, or give to MIFAL AA at 55498. Again, that's give to MIFAL AA at 55498. So we are excited. Again, what we want you to do is you are a star yourself. So what we want you to do is take a picture of yourself as you're watching this and post it on our Facebook page, post it on our Instagram if you have it, post it everywhere so people say, hey, and tag us so people know that, hey, we are watching this, we're having a good time, and we wish you guys were here with us. Join us. And lastly, before I go, because I will be back, lastly, I want you guys, if you know our www.mifalinc.org, that's our website. It's actually streaming on a website too. So in between, I'm going to be going back and forth and checking all this out. If you have something to say on our YouTube, will be YouTube channel, we are there. Again, YouTube, Facebook, website. We are in 3 places at one time. And so we're all over the place and we're excited. So let us continue and move on, because I know you're excited to see what these incredible and gracious young people have been doing. So without further ado, we will have our first performance, which is a pre-recorded performance, because when we were supposed to do it way back in November, we didn't, that didn't work out. So we moved it to April, but we didn't want those performances to go, they worked so hard. So we want them to continue with what they were doing. So our first performance will be Maestro Mason Hood at the age of 9. And his instructor is Dr. Catherine Brown. And without further ado, Maestro Mason Hood.
Today I'll be playing Love Somebody.
While we transition into the next one, that was Mason Hood playing Love Somebody. And his next piece will be called The Call of the Horn. Mason did an excellent job. Mason did an excellent job, and we are so proud of him and Dr. Catherine Brown. She did an excellent job with working with young Mason. And believe it or not, Mason is only 9 years old. So he is doing a fantastic job. He's been with us for about a year, and he is doing a fabulous job. So our next performance will be Actually, it won't be a performance. We will hear from our chef, Chef Tiffany Demery, or Chef Tiff as we call her. She will be working on empanadas. I've never heard that word before, but until she said it. But she's working on empanadas. I may be saying it wrong, but I think it's an Italian word from which she's going to teach us about. But we will bring her up as she starts her first 2-minute segment.
Hi, I'm Chef Tiffany. Welcome to our spring recital cooking tutorial. I hope you guys are excited to try out our brand new recipe. We're going to do empanadas today. Okay, we're here. Are you here with me? Are you ready? I'm ready. I'm ready. She ready. She ready. So, of course, as y'all know, always we got to start off with a little bit of say, not a lot of nothing. All right? So today we are going to have some fun with some empanadas, y'all. Empanadas. Say it with me, okay? So we always need our ingredients. We always need our instructions. So we're going to get ready, get us started. Because, of course, we have some performers to see, okay? Not just me. Y'all know I love y'all loving me. But we have some performers to see, okay? We always need our instructions. So we're going to get ready, get us started. Because, of course, we have some performers to see, okay? Not just me. Y'all know I love y'all loving me. But we have some performers to see, okay? We have our 5-inch empanada dough.
Okay, we are back. And that's the first part of what she's doing. She had 5-inch empanada dough, and that's a good thing. Now, as we continue this, we're hoping some of you are focusing and chatting and telling everyone about, we want to use our hashtag MIFAL Arts Academy. We want to use our hashtag support the art. We want to use a hashtag MIFAL Inc. We want you guys to put this out there on social media. Show us the pictures. Tell your parents to take pictures of those who are performing. Hey, take pictures of yourself, put it on our Facebook page. Show your love of the arts. Continue to show your love of the arts. And as I know, again, we have our Scan Me for you to be able to make a donation. So, that way it's Scan Me easy. Take your camera, boom, got it. We have to donate text. Text give to MIFAL AA to 55498. That's give to MIFAL AA to 55498. Go on our Facebook page at MIFAL Inc., Instagram at MIFAL_Inc., Twitter at MIFAL _Inc. We want you guys to flood social media about MIFAL Arts Academy and about MIFAL Inc. I'll be going into the YouTube page just to see who's there as time is going on, and to enter and to talk to some of those at that moment. Okay, now, as you're giving, don't forget that the first 100 donors will receive a mask. Let's get that up there in the camera. Will receive a mask, and these masks were, specialty of BAM embroidery. So we're excited about that. BAM embroidery has been real nice to us. So we want to make sure everyone sees what's going on. Okay, I'm excited. Well, I'm excited because I'm partial. Yes, I'm very partial, because this next young lady who will be performing as she's getting ready, her name is Malaya Smith. She is doing a live performance, and I am Mr. O is her instructor. That's why I'm kind of partial. So I am her instructor, and Malaya will be performing Merrily We Roll Along. And she is brand smacking new. You always get that new car smell or those new shoes. Malaya is brand smacking new. So, we were working hard to get her in a program, and she is here. She is here. And it's kind of hard to be playing a few weeks and say, oh, yeah, you got to perform next week. Well, that's what we do around here. We get them ready. And that is what we're doing right now. And the fun part about Malaya is she's in PA. You're going to find a lot about this program. Malaya is in Pennsylvania. So we love our students because they are all over the place. But Malaya, again, will be performing Merrily We Roll Along.
Good afternoon. My name is Malaya Smith, and I will be playing Merrily We Roll Along. Thank you.
That was amazing. That was amazing. She did an excellent job. Okay, that's my student. That's what my student. So, I'm proud about that. But she did an excellent job for just starting the program a month ago. And we had, that's what we do. So with that, we want you guys to go take a selfie about yourself, do some shout outs for us about what's going on. We want people to continue seeing what is going on with MIFAL Art Academy. It's all about the young students. It's all about the kids. Guess what? We're not just here in Maryland. We have expanded. I'm gonna keep saying this: 4 states, I can't count: Maryland, Pennsylvania, Massachusetts, and Virginia. I'll say that again: Maryland, Pennsylvania, Massachusetts, and Virginia. We are in 4 states right now, so we can't say we keep it here in Maryland. We're all over the place, and we're expanding. So I'm excited about that. And we get ready to start our cooking classes up. Our cooking classes will be starting up again as of the 3rd. So if you want to learn how to cook through Chef Tiffany, then that's the best time. But the best time, I put the information in the group on Facebook about what's going on right now. So we're going to continue, so if you want to learn how to cook, first time she did it, cooking for us a couple years ago when the pandemic started, I rushed over to the house after that. I rushed over there. I said, as soon as this live is over, I rushed over there and it was good. But yeah, I had to share with my wife. So I'll be honest, I didn't want to, but I had to share it because it was that good. Okay, now with further ado, as we're moving on, we are going to have a special testimony from none other than Mr. Harvey Smith. Mr. Harvey Smith is the grandfather of Malaya Smith. So, we want to, you're going to say, well, Mr. O, you always saying good things. Well, it's not just me. It's, we have parents that really appreciate what's going on. So we're going to bring Mr. Harvey Smith on, and he's going to be able to tell, give his testimony about what he has witnessed within the past month. So Mr. Harvey Smith, it's all yours.
Thank you guys for having me on. Just one clarification before I give my testimonial. You've actually expanded into 5 states. Malaya was in Pennsylvania when she started her lessons, but she actually lives in Atlanta, which is where she is today. So you're actually in the state of Georgia as well. as we speak right now. So you're expanding even faster than you know, and that's how God operates, right? And so I'm excited because just want to give a shout out to MIFAL Inc. This started off as an experience just to basically get what I thought my granddaughter some piano lessons, and that's literally what the thought was for me. But it's grown into so much more than that. There's so many things that MIFAL gives us exposure to. And for our young people, it's all about exposure. It's all about information exposure so that God purposes all of our young people to do something in their lives. And so that exposure gives you the opportunity, gives our young people the opportunity to hone the skills that God has given them so that they can go out and walk in what God has purposed them for. And so even in a short period of time, as you could see with my granddaughter, man, it's just a blessing. I'm so excited that she was able to learn a song that fast. I'm like, you're performing. Even when Orlando said it, I was like, me and my granddaughter both was like, what? We got a little bit nervous, but look at God today. She was able to get through that whole song in such a short period of time. And then you look at my man, Mason, and the chef, because, I told Orlando when he told me about the cooking classes, there's some people in my family that can't cook. They need to take them lessons. We got some great cooks, but there's something that's lacking too. So don't hesitate to pick up that phone and get registered, because where you're weak, God doesn't want us to stay weak. There's windows of opportunities, and God wants us to be fulfilled and purposeful and flourishing, and just the rivers just to be opened up to anything that we want to have happen in life. So amen. I take my hat off to Orlando. Thank you for what you do. Keep doing what you do. Nichelle, thank you for what you do and putting up with Orlando. I said that, Orlando. I'm sorry. I love both of you guys, great friends, and you guys take care and be blessed and keep doing what you do. Thank you.
Talking about being thrown under the bus. I thought I was just doing something nice. And here we go. Like, thank my wife for putting up with me. And she in the background just giggling. But that's okay. That's quite all right. Because, I told her earlier, behind every good man is a great woman. And I'll say that again, behind every good man is a great woman. So, when God gave me her, he gave me my good thing. That's all I'm going to say. But as we're moving on, we're getting ready for another student performer. I'm excited. This young man, and you'll hear this later on, this young man has been with us since he was 7. And, when my wife heard him the other day, she said, "Oh, is that Shahai?" I said, "Yeah," because he's growing. They don't stay still. We think they say like this. No, he grew. When I say he grew, he's grown. So Shahai Harris, who's my student, he will be playing She Wore a Yellow Ribbon. And without further ado, again, we will bring to you Maestro Shahai Harris. Okay, we will ask Shahian to do that one more time because he wasn't on camera at the time. So we missed some, and that's okay. It's part of what goes on when you're performing live. Once in a while, we have to say, okay, let's do that again. And we would ask him, right, there he goes. So I will move out the way and let Shahian take control again. Great job, Maestro Shahayan. Great job. We are celebrating all our students today. We are celebrating all our students today because they have been working extremely hard for this moment. They have been working extremely hard for this moment. Again, we want you guys to do, talk about us in this social media. Tell us how you enjoy the program. You can talk to us in the chat, because I'm seeing a lot of things that's going on in chat. Someone said, great job. Angela and David said, awesome, Malaya. So, you guys are doing a great job. We appreciate everybody that has been actually helping out with the program and actually, giving all this information and just supporting, because we got to continue to support the young people as they're doing all of this. Again, we're going to bring up the social media information. The registration link is in the on Facebook, and we will send this out to you guys. Actually, as one of the performers is performing, I'll put the registration link in the chat. So if you want to, let me see if it's still there. Yep, it's still there. The registration link is in the chat. So if you want to register for our program, you can do so. And I thank Mr. Harvey Smith for everything he has said. You can scan to donate. We got the scan to donate. We have to donate text give the number 2 MIFAL AA to the number 55498. I'll say that again. Give the number 2 MIFAL AA to the number 55498, which will take you to our donation site. You can support us, support the arts, support music and the arts, at Facebook at MIFAL Inc., on IG at MIFAL_Inc., at Twitter at MIFAL_Inc. So let's continue to support the arts wherever we go. Tell your friends, hashtag support the arts, hashtag MIFAL AA, hashtag MIFAL Inc., hashtag the arts are great. And the first 100 donors will receive a special mask, compliments of BAM Embroidery. I'll say that again, BAM Embroidery. I like saying that, BAM Embroidery. And, they have the MIFAL Inc. mask and they have the MIFAL Arts Academy mask. So your first 100 ones, when we go down the line and down the list, we'll say, okay, we'll be able to send you that mask, compliments of BAM Embroidery. Again, scan me or donate to text give to MIFAL AA to 55498. That's give the number 2 MIFAL AA to the number 55498. Now, before we move on, how many of us are really enjoying a show? Give us a shout out, say something in the chat. If you're really enjoying what's going on and you're really caring about what's going on, say some, give a shout out as you've been doing in the chat. Go on Facebook and say, hey, these kids are doing a great job. This program is really working. We want you to broadcast all over how great this program is. We want you to broadcast all over how great this program is. Don't stop, keep going. As you're listening, I got a hashtag, I got to do this, I got to do that. All right, so we want to make sure that everyone knows more about this program so we can get them in it. Just like Mr. Harvey said, we want them to be part of what's going on. Even though he'll know, I owe him one. That's all I'm going to say, Mr. Harvey. I owe you one. That's all I'm going to say. Now, we will have our second segment of Chef Tafani, segment 2, as she's preparing what's going on with the empanadas.
Cilantro, right, guys? Just to show you a little bit of that, okay? To do a little cilantro rice, just something different. I'm also gonna put pepper jack cheese in some, and I have some dry aged white cheddar cheese right there, and I also have some onions, okay? These are the yellow onions. I have some lemon juice just to add a little to it, okay? A little Information time. Who wants information? You want information because you cannot just eat it. You should know about it. Okay? Sounds good to you because it sounds good to me. So the empanadas originated from none other than Northwest Spain, Galicia, okay? We have other cultures such as Latin American, Southern European, the Philippines, okay? That you can be on the lookout to probably see some good empanadas, but they might call it something else, right? We also want to tell you that National Empanada Day is clearly on April 8th. I didn't know this, and I missed it, right? The Spanish word for bread is pan, okay? Pan, okay? That name comes from the Spanish word empanar, and it translates as embedded, to bread that is wrapped or coated in bread, okay? Just give y'all that little tip, little flip. The empanada is typically known as a baked and or fried turnover consisting of pastries and or fillings of your choice. So whatever way that you wanted to make it, you make it, because that's what we're doing today. All right, so we're about to get into it, not taking too much more time talking. Let's get the cooking. All right, so first things first, of course, we're gonna season. Get that chicken, a little salt, do a little lemon pepper. Get that down. Okay, gonna mix that all up. You can change your seasonings to whatever you like. This is what I would like in my chicken. Okay. Smells good already.
All righty, as we, she's making me hungry already. Again, these are taped segments because she was not able to make it today, but these are taped segments and I am getting hungry because it's been a long day, long time getting ready for today. It's like, I don't like to eat or anything because I'm trying to get ready for today because I'm excited. I'm excited about what is going on in this program. Excited about what is going on in this program. So next is a good part because, we have a video that was done that because MIFAL Inc. is always looking for corporate sponsors, someone who will say, hey, we like your program. We're going to, become a monthly supporter because that's one thing that we're looking for. Someone who will become a monthly supporter by going to the links that we have. We want somebody that's going to be there and say, hey, we're going to support you, for a month, for 2 months, or hey, for the next year, every little bit helps. And this, a corporate sponsor, or even if you say, hey, my business is going to do this, each month. And I always tell people something is better than nothing because the arts aren't being as supported as they are. And we are that bridge, as you hear someone saying in the next video. We are that bridge that bridge the gap between what's not being done in the school systems. So with that said, we will now have our corporate sponsor video. Hello, artists and those who love us. Let me tell you about Music Instruction for All Learners, or MIFAL Inc. We are the bridge that connects people of all ages to music and the arts. Our program fills a large gap left by school systems who've taken music and the arts out of the curriculum. The arts allow for expression and fostering of one's creativity. We believe in the significance of music and the arts. By supporting MIFAL Inc., we can continue to create, even in a crisis. We've been blessed and continue to be a blessing. This happens through you becoming a corporate sponsor. Your support helps our students shine in their gifting. We are looking to take their potential to the next level. Your monthly support will open space for more students in Baltimore to realize their God-given potential. Join us on November 20th, 2021 for a night of featured artists from MIFAL family. You'll have the opportunity to showcase your business logo and direct contact info through on-screen graphics before and during the 1-hour show. Contact me, Orlando Q. Johnson, for more information and sponsoring Baltimore's young artists. All right, all right. That guy looked familiar to me. I'm impressed. He's a handsome young man. Looked very familiar to me. So again, information is there. We are going to, continue. We want you guys to support. If you know someone that wants to be part of MIFAL Arts Academy, give them our information. Hey, look, y'all need to contact these people. Don't matter what state you're in. We're going to get you together. We will have you playing. We will have you cooking. And one day I plan to say, hey, look, when we're almost there, that we all just everyone come to Maryland and just have a good time, have a good time. Everybody just come to Maryland and have a good time. And right, the next part I love, because when you have a program like this, you can't do it all by yourself. So I would like to have a word or two from one or two of our board members. And our board members are Miss Daphne Alston, Miss Shelley Harris, Mr. Al Washington, and Mr. Thomas Farr. So again, our board members are Miss Daphne Alston, Miss Shelley Harris, Mr. Al Washington, and Mr. Thomas Farr. So we are looking that if Miss Shelley or Miss Alston are available, could you please say something so we can actually bring you up, because we love to, hear what you guys have to say about being part of MIFAL Inc.
Good afternoon. This is Shelley Harris. Hope that everyone is enjoying the program. We have some very talented young people. My daughter was a part of MIFAL a little ways back, and actually this is her first year of college. And I can truly say that as a result of her instruction from MIFAL and her participating in the program has allowed her to continue with her music creativity. Just recently, she was able to write and publish her own music on Spotify, I believe, Apple Music, and a couple other platforms. And she just shared with me that she has a total of 1,000 downloads for the song that she released on Apple Music, which is very impressive. My daughter is 18 years old, and I'm glad that she had an opportunity to participate in MIFAL and be a part of the program, because I really think it has impacted her to continue with her music creativity. So she's doing a lot in terms of content. I encourage the young people that are currently participating to continue in the journey. Sometimes it does get a little frustrating. And sometimes, I'm trying to carve out time to practice as you're getting older. It becomes a little difficult. But one thing that I can say, you are developing a skill that you can take with you into many different places. When Rachel was there, she played the violin and was able to get a few gigs by playing the violin at weddings, at birthday parties, in church, and get paid for it. So music, it helps develop your mind and your memory, but it also can take you into some avenues of some excellent opportunities. So I encourage all of the students to continue on. You all are doing an awesome job. And thank you for being a part of MIFAL. And I think that's all I have to say. Everyone have a good afternoon. Thank you.
And I truly appreciate Ms. Harris for coming on and telling that, because one thing we do have, um, we have groups. We have those who, friends who like MIFAL Arts Academy. And then I created a group on Facebook called Our Future Musicians and Artists of America, because we're not going to be around forever. And it's our job, my job, our instructor's job, to plant those seeds. That's what we're here for. We're seed planters. That's all we do. And I've seen a lot of talent. I watched this young lady grow. She grew, and she's still continuing to sprout up. As the Bible says, sprout up with wings as eagles. So she's on her way to be an eagle, up there in the music world. And one day we'll be looking back and like, yeah, we knew her when, because she's very talented, and we allow for that creativity. That is one thing we do allow, because, when we plant the seed, God does the rest. That's all I do is plant seeds and let God do the rest. And yes, many times, I'll be honest, I am like the roughest instructor around, I'll admit, but then I see what happens as they're growing, as they're learning, as they're maturing. I'm excited for this young lady because it's like her second or third performance. And the next student performer will be Lady Maestro Kamari Payne. She has a beautiful name, and she's going to be playing a couple beautiful pieces. And again, when you hear these pieces, once in a while, as instructors are teaching out the same book, so once in a while, you may hear the same piece twice, but everybody plays it different. She will be playing the Donkey Song and Love Somebody. She will be playing the Donkey Song and Love Somebody. Kamari Payne, it is all yours.
Hi, my name is Kamani Payne, and today for your entertainment, I will be playing two songs named Love Somebody and The Donkey. First, I will be playing Love Somebody. Next, I will be playing The Donkey.
Well done, Kamari. Well done. And it's not, I'll be honest, it is not easy getting up there and performing. It is not easy getting up there performing because you have to do it more and more and more until you get used to it. Then sometimes after that, sometimes you're still not sure. But our young people are practicing every day. Again, tell somebody, hashtag, put those hashtags out there. Tell people on social media, hey, y'all need to watch this on our website. If they go to www.mifalinc.org and go to photo gallery and scroll down to live events and live video and events, they will get a chance to actually see it live there. So again, we are live in 3 places. We're in 5 states now, live on social media in 3 places. So, I'm geographically incorrect. So I got to remember, we are in Maryland, we are in PA, we are in Massachusetts, and we are in Georgia. So we're all over the place. And that's a good thing because and then we're going to have people cooking from different areas of the world. That's what we're talking about. We want to get people in these cooking classes from different areas of the world where we are going to have something fresh and new as we refresh this program this year. That's the whole idea. Refresh the program again. Now, moving on. Oh, wow, this is interesting. We have another part that's going to last about a minute. This is, you've seen in the beginning, but it's always good to see it in the middle. This guy is just, people are talking about him all over the place. Handsome dude, handsome dude. But we're going to do the Maestro Orlando Q. Johnson interview intro. And this intro was done when my wife, NJ, when she started her podcast last year. And fun fact, when we pre-recorded the podcast, and she did the intro, but I had to be away. And I was about 16 hours away. So I had to actually be in a hotel room and rush in there just in case people had questions. But it was fun. And when she does her podcast, people, Boss Radio Live with NJ. So when she has her podcast, people love her intros. But I'll let you figure this one out. All right. Here we are with Maestro OQ interview.
The Maestro Orlando Q. Johnson, or Mr. O, is a passionate musician, author, and CEO founder of Music Instruction for All Learners Inc., MIFAL, and MIFAL Arts Academy. A graduate of Temple University, like its mascot, the owl, Orlando is wise beyond his years. MIFAL, usually deeply entrenched in the community, came to a grinding halt when the coronavirus pandemic struck. But Orlando, not one to be stopped, saw opportunity where others saw difficulty and took his entire business virtual. This strategy, called a pivot, allowed MIFAL to continue adding value to the community and allowed Orlando to create even in a crisis.
What I will say, thank you for the media department for putting that up. What I will say that is when the crisis did hit in America, in the world, really, I didn't know what we were going to do. Me and Dee was thinking, okay, what's next? And you don't want nobody coming, everything was done in the home, in our home office and studio. But, when you're going through a pandemic, you don't want all these people coming in and out your house. So we went virtually, had to figure it out like the rest of the world, like the schools did, the academy had to go virtually. And we did a good job. It was hard it was rough. I won't even say it was rough, but we made it through it. When we have to pivot, I think I'm becoming a master of pivoting right now, but that's okay. That's a good thing because you know how to, I always say like a chameleon. Chameleons change colors wherever they move. So sometimes we have to change when we're doing things to make it work. And that's okay. Because as long as we have God on our side, and one thing my life verse is, and I told Kamari this, we can do all things through Christ who strengthens us, Philippians 4:13. And we can, if we have that I'm more of an optimist instead of a pessimist. I'm like, okay, we're going to make this happen. And it happens. All right. And so with that, we will actually have uh, all of our students, when they come to our program, they learn how to read music by playing the piano. And with them learning how to read music and playing the piano, they can go to an instrument. And again, this young man has been with us for 5 years. He has grown from the little boy he was. His voice didn't changed on all of us, and he's grown. And now he's actually playing violin too. So he is double trouble. When I say he's double. When you have that like a double threat, one day he may be a triple threat. But right now he's working on the violin, and we will bring on Maestro Shahian Harris, who will be playing Jump. Excellent job, Shahian. Excellent job. We are all proud of him. We are all proud of him because, again, he started at the age of 7. We are in his 13th year, and he is working hard. He is working hard. And that basically goes from the idea that I started at the age of 10 and taking piano lessons with Mr. Arlene at a Mennonite church in Philadelphia. And by the time I got to high school, they put a trumpet in my hand. I'm like, what am I supposed to do with this? But I was already playing piano, and all they had to do is teach me the mechanics of the instrument. And I was able to, and I started having fun. You never know until you try. You never know until you try. So I started having fun with it. And, by the time I was 18, I was, playing for my church in Philadelphia and started teaching piano. And over 4 decades later, I am still teaching piano. That's a celebration. And speaking of celebration, we said, I want you guys to put the hashtag 7 years strong and still going. 7 years strong and still going. Because guess what? 7 years strong. Let's change it. 7 years strong. Because guess what? We are 7 years strong as a corporation. And then we built into that corporation, MIFAL Arts Academy. So put that on hashtag 7 years strong, so people will know, hey, look, they've been out there 7 years strong, and Shahian has been with us every length of the way. along with Rachel Harris, who is now in, I see somebody's getting old. I don't know, because Rachel is now in college, and I don't know, and she's producing albums and all kind of things. So we better watch out. But again, I said they're the future musicians of America. As we get older, our time will end, as what we're doing, we may retire, but they're still doing it. And that's a good thing, because that's the way God wants it to be. It says, train a child the way it should go. And that's what we were doing. Okay, now we have another part of our program is where we want to know that we are, we need support as always for every part of our program. And we want support for our instructors. And as instructors come in, they may need support. We may need to buy some stuff that they need to help them do their job right way, or their job correctly, because with a program like this, you need equipment, you need things, and you need some help to help support our instructors as well. And one instructor that we no longer with us because he had to go back to China was Mr. Leon. Everybody loved Mr. Leon. We met him years ago. I got him on Indeed. He was in Peabody. He studied at Peabody. He came to us as he was finishing his bachelor's degree in Peabody. And then he stayed with us as he was working on his master's in violin performance. And as our media department is getting this ready, we want you guys to remember, same thing, go on, tell people about it, scan me, we'll bring that on when it's done, and text to give, that way, we can help support this program as we're growing, as we're refreshing, as we're doing the things that we need to do for MIFAL Arts Academy. Everybody loved Mr. Leon. Years ago, for my daughter's Sweet 16, Anita, my wife and her came to me with this song called Fairy Tale, the Fairy Tale theme. And when you sleep and someone put the phone in your face and say, I want this for my Sweet 16. And I'm like, what? And I couldn't figure out what was going on. So when I heard it, I'm like, oh yeah, you really want that. But when your daughter wants something, you know what you do, you make it happen. So I learned the song slowly. But Mr. Leon, being who Mr. Leon was, as one of our instructors or former instructors, he was able to pick it up, play the violin. I'm like, okay, big show off. But I had to learn it slowly, get back on my classical skills and learn the piece the way it should be. And he was able to write a second part, and we played that for her Sweet 16, and she came in, she had a fairy tale thing. She came in, but it was the idea of the students coming together. And I didn't ask for a second part. I was just going to play one piano part, one violin, but the students came together and say, look, I want to play this. And within 3 minutes, he played out another part. He wrote out another part for a second violin. That's what we do. We create, to make it happen, because if the students want to do something, we are there for them. So, we need support for our instructors. We have different departments, that we're going to be coming to you with, but we need support for our instructors because, we want them to have everything that they need as well. So this is a way back, when you go way back, this is a way back, while we were rehearsing to get ready for that Sweet 16. So without further ado, fairy tale theme. go. Now that wasn't an easy thing to do when I first started working on that one, but as you know what, nothing ever is until you really get into it, dive into it. We teach our kids to break it apart so you will know how it's done. When I looked at that song the first time, I was like, okay, that's a lot. But then when I broke it up, okay, oh, easy breezy once you get to do it. But I still had to practice. Practice makes perfect. We always have to practice. And that's what we teach our students. And now that this is a fun part, because now we're going to have a word from one of our supporters. I love the idea of when someone supports you, you get a chance to talk to them. And, he's one of our supporters and sponsors of our program, Mr. Kyle Taylor. So I seen him come on. So Mr. Kyle Taylor, if you come on camera and our media department can bring you up and, just give us a few words about what you see going on. And, I know that you said when you gave your donation, you gave it in memory of. So I'll let you tell that story, Mr. Taylor.
Yes, thank you so much. I just want to say thank you for allowing me to sit in on today's recital. It's been excellent. I just want to say, to all the young men and women that are participating today, continue what you're doing, cultivate your goals and your talents. You're doing great. You're doing awesome. When I did send my donation, it was in memory of my grandmother, who always kind of pushed me to succeed. And with that, I wanted to honor her memory and also give someone else the opportunity to achieve their goals and succeed. So thank you again so much for everything, for allowing me to speak today and to be here. And I look forward to, looking in on continued performances. Thank you again.
Thank you, Mr. Kyle, for your support and everything that you've done. We appreciate everything you've done, and we're looking for you to actually can join us, for many more events and stuff like that. So you see that we hear from our parents, our grandparents, we hear from our supporters, we hear from our board. So we are all here to support each other. We are all here to support each other because it's not us. It's not about us. It's not about me. Is it about the seeds that are being planted, for our young people? All right. And again, do a selfie, take a picture, put it online, hashtag MIFAL AA, hashtag 7 years strong, hashtag MIFAL Inc. Show pictures of yourself for what you're doing. And one, yes, do the scan me, support some more. Do the gift to MIFAL AA, which is like text to give at 55498. Support music and the arts. You can see us on MIFAL Inc. _MIFAL. That's Facebook MIFAL Inc. IG MIFAL _Inc. Twitter, and also MIFAL Inc. And also go to our, I forgot to foremention our MIFAL Arts Academy page. Go there, support there too. Tell other people about what's going on because a lot is happening. A lot is happening. So we want to keep the support going on so people will see what we're doing. And I appreciate everybody that's on here tonight or this afternoon. We want you, we love you from the bottom of our heart. We love you from the bottom of our heart. And the next part I'm going to give talk about, it's just about one of our students who you just heard about, Miss Harris. She, one thing about our students is their parents always support. They're always there. They always bringing the kids. They were bringing the kids to the apartment when we was there. They were bringing the kids to our home, our new home when we moved. They were bringing them to the recitals. One of those parents, one of those great parents was our very own.
They talked me out of it. They talked me out of it.
Our very own. Our very own Glenn Harris. Our very own Glenn Harris. He was the belated husband of Miss Shelley Harris, who is on our board right now. So, he would always bring Rachel to her lessons, and he would, make sure that she was there on time and make sure she was.
It's a milkshake. It's
So
a strawberry milkshake. It ain't got no strawberries in it.
We created a fund, which is a scholarship fund, where we can actually get money coming in for people who may need some extra help coming to our program. So again, that's the Glenn Harris Scholarship Fund that we actually put funds in. So when people come in, we are taking some of the money that comes to us and putting it that in memory of Mr. Glenn Harris. And, my idea is when we have our building and have a fellowship hall, which will work as in my mind, because the vision is there, work as a fellowship hall and also work as our, performance hall. When we're not using it, we can rent it out, with our event specialist, Chanel, who's on the line. She does events. Shout out to Chanel. We can rent it out to Chanel, and she'll be, with Chanel, and she'll be able to help events. So that is already set in stone in my mind, because he was a great man. He supported us up until his last days. And we thank Miss Shelley for actually giving us the experience of our, we call her our Rachel. Rachel is ours. She thinks she left us, but she's actually on our website as an honorary dance instructor. So we can't get to her the way we want to, but she's always with us. And again, if you can say, hey, we want to put this money, donate this money to the Glenn E. Harris Scholarship Fund. Okay, with all that said, we have another student performer, and this is a pre-recorded, and this is from our Boston area. And this is Miss Layla Hood, and her instructor is Dr. Catherine Brown, and she will be playing chord etude and etude in blue.
Good afternoon, I'm Layla Hood, and for your enjoyment, I will be playing chord etude and etude in blue.
Way to go, Layla. And we wanted to use those pre-recorded pre-recorded films because they were supposed to be done in November, but when we switched everything around, we say, look, the students worked so hard, and you can see how hard they really worked. They worked truly hard for where they're at right now. And so we thank her for all the hard work that she has done. And you know what? Are you hungry? Because I know I'm hungry. So with that, I want to see what the rest of this recipe is going to be. So we will bring segment 3, of Chef Tiffany, and she will come on. We will bring her on very shortly, and she will, finish out the empanadas. And I may be saying it wrong, but that's okay. But it'll be the third segment for the empanadas.
And a little bit of lemon pepper, because that is what I would like in mine. Like I said, you could do what's in yours, but this is what's in mine, okay? Get that that mixed up in there real good so the honey's not just sticking. So go. Get everything in the trash, and guess what we're about to do? So as y'all see, that pan is getting hot. I already had it pre-warming for you guys. I'm gonna go ahead and do my salmon first, and then I'm gonna swap it out. So I don't want to cook it for too long. I'm probably only going to cook it for about 2 or 3 minutes. Due to the fact that I'll be frying it, right? So the cooking will continue as I fry it, okay? So here we are. Got that in that pan. It's sizzling up. Let's see that thing is frying real nice. Getting a nice color on it, okay? You don't want to cook them too long. I don't want to fully cook through. Just about finishing up with that, and then we're gonna go ahead to the chicken. Okay, it's really good to use non-stick pans. They are amazing. The best thing that you can use. Just about finishing up with that, and then we're gonna go ahead to the chicken. Okay. It's really good to use non-stick pans. They are amazing. The best thing that you can use. Same thing with the chicken, okay? We don't want to overcook it. To about 5 minutes, 6 minutes on the chicken, of course. It's a lot thicker than the salmon. And it takes a little bit more time, okay? But y'all see that flavor in there. We're going to get it colored up. Get ready to mix these ingredients and get them inside of our empanada. We got that chicken done, got that nice color going.
Okay. I'm excited about that. I'm getting hungry here. You don't know, it's been a long 2 days, ladies and gentlemen. It's been a long 2 days. And again, empanada. I got to remember that word, empanada. All right. And again, we're going to bring up the registration link I put in the chat for all those who want to be, join the cooking classes so that you too will be part of that. You too will be part of that. Cooking with Chef Tafani. We call that first class Cooking 101. In Cooking 101, she breaks everything down. You learn how to use utensils. You learn how to use the knives. You know how to use, measurements. I'm not good at math. So, she breaks it down to the minutest thing, if that's a word. So she'll break it down to the very minutest thing that you need. Again, you can scan me to donate. You can, to donate, text, give to the number 2, MIFAL AA to me to 55498. That's again, to donate, text, give to MIFAL AA to the number 55498. So you text those words to that number and boom, you'll be able to go to our donation plate. And let's continue to support music and the arts. We have to continue supporting music and the arts. And the first 100 donations, 100 donors will receive a special mask. They will receive a special mask. We are almost at the 30. We have 35 more minutes to go. So we're still pushing it to the end. And these masks were compliments of BAM embroidery, like BAM embroidery. So, and he did an excellent job. So again, you can scan or, use the text gift to MIFAL AA to 55498. So we are, if you're appreciating what's going on, give us a shout out in the chat. Go to our Facebook page and give our shout outs and just continue to show your love for MIFAL Arts Academy. Continue to show your love. And I'm excited for the next I'm excited for all our performers because they have been working real hard. And This young lady has worked so hard for the two pieces that are pre-recorded. I said, you know what? Like I said, they worked so hard getting ready for November. We're going to save those for this April's performance since we had to change things around. Ariana Derry, she was here in Baltimore. She was here in Baltimore. And as she was here, they took a shift and moved to uh, Williamsburg, Virginia, which is a place that I love. I love Williamsburg, Virginia. We went there, for vacation. My wife and I to celebrate our anniversary. And I said, yeah. And then soon as I started liking it, that's when coronavirus hit. Like we haven't been back there since 2019. We keep trying to get there. And what did Ariana do? They just took up and moved there. But that's okay. That's okay. We'll get back there sooner or later or sooner. But we will play two recorded pieces that she's done because she did an excellent job. And then her first piece will be Concert Time with she's going to give a little about how she enjoys the program, and the Cowboy song, because when they work, you don't want to keep the students from not performing because they work so hard. So that's why when we have these performances, they're working, because I remember when I was in high school, look, we work hard to be able to get on stage and perform. We work hard to be able to play in a choir, play in a jazz band, because I played jazz trumpet in high school, or, sing with the choir. And so when you work hard, you get a chance to play hard. And that's what our students do at MIFAL Arts Academy. So we will bring on the two recordings of Concert Time and the Cowboy song.
In MIFAL Arts Academy, I like listening to other people's performance, showing a good example of how a productive pianist plays while performing, reading music following the rhythm, and playing notes in an octave higher or lower, using my diamonds to show how the music is supposed to sound throughout the whole piece, and finding time to practice before my big chances of performing. Thank you. Good afternoon, my name is Ariana Deering, and today, for your enjoyment, I'll be playing Concert Time and the Cowboy song.
And we will now bring on Ariana as she performs Sonatina.
My name is Ariana Dury, and today I'll be playing for you Sonatina. Thank you.
Great job. Great job. We do appreciate you today. You did an awesome job. Now, again, as we said in the beginning, things do happen. And our dean has shown up. So we're going to try to bring her on to see if she's available to finish out everything that is going on. So we will find her. You know, Miss D, are you available?
Just about. Give me a couple more moments. I'll be right there.
All right. Well, guess what? We'll continue with our getting ready for our last segment of Chef Tafani. We'll get ready for our last segment with Chef Tafani. And I'm hungry. Trust me. We've been working on this thing for a long time to get these children here. But for me, I can do this all day long because it's not for me, it's for them that they will grow because they are our future musicians and artists of America. So it's not for me, as I said, it is for them. So the fund, the donations help support the program because we're refreshing the program this year. So that's what we're doing. We're getting ready for everything that we need to do. And with that said, we will bring on the last segment for Chef Tafani to see what is going on with Chef Tafani.
Next, you just heat that oil up. I got some vegetable oil in here. You can go olive oil, you can go peanut oil, whatever your preference is. It's totally fine. I just went olive oil. Vegetable oil, excuse me. All right, guys. So now we have that cheese. As I said, dry egg, white cheddar cheese. And we have some pepper jack, and we have some onions and some lemon juice on top of those, just for that pizzazz I told y'all, because I just like to be a little zesty. Okay. And we have those empanada dough coming out, and they are separated, which I love, which gives you space to be able to get them. I'm just going to start off with 4. One cheese, a little bit of onions, and then we're gonna fold her over, spread that dough out, Then I'm gonna turn the camera around for 1 second. All right, guys, so I'm gonna turn it around. Okay, we're gonna seal it like that, but we're gonna take a fork and we're gonna make sure we're sealing it fully. And that's how you get those marks there, okay? You don't have to stretch the dough much. Just want it sealed, okay? See how that's not sealed? So we want to take it and we're gonna seal it up. Then I'm gonna take some water right in the oil. I'm gonna do about 2 to 3 minutes on each side so you get a golden brown color. And we'll be back while the other performers go shut it down, okay? So guys, hope you're excited for the end result. We got the opportunity to do 2 different kinds, so I'm gonna show you the inside of them both. I hope you're really excited to make this recipe at home, just as fun as it was for me. I hope it is for you. And we will be right back. I see y'all see that color already, okay? I'm excited. All right, y'all, perfect brown, okay? Golden brown. We didn't even need the egg wash, I told you. All right, guys, so we're about to cut her open. Before we cut her open, I'm gonna put a little drizzle of my lemon and honey juice on top of that, just to get a little bit of flavor in there, as well as a little bit more of that black truffle salt, okay? So we're gonna cut it right open. And that is the inside of our empanada, okay? That's what it should look like. You need a little bit of that sauce on there. And let's find out. Oh, wow. That is amazing. You guys gotta try this. Make sure you let me know how you like it. If you make it, send me a video. We're out. Love you guys.
Oh my goodness, I've been listening along and it's really, I really wish I could taste that empanada. But good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for your patience. It has been quite the weekend, but I'm just jumping right in where we left off. So we're going to go on, and I want to talk just for a quick moment about our junior apprentice program. Good afternoon. About our junior apprentice program. So that is a wonderful opportunity, especially for some of our young people who have, been in the program for a while. You do have some interest in, maybe education, you're not sure. You might kind of want to see what it's like to be a teacher, or to be, to assist with some of the other students with the information that you have already learned. You can maybe assist some other people who are working on it now. So that is a great opportunity for growth for all of you, something to look forward to, and also an opportunity where you can kind of build up some more professional skills. Like, our whole point is not just for you to say, hey, I know how to do this and this. We want you to be able to bring it together and be able to eventually in the future make money doing it and do well. So all of that starts with what you've been already doing, by learning the instrument, by committing, by doing everything that you are asked to do. But then again, if there's opportunity, if you're interested, in being a part of the Junior Apprentice program, please let us know. And if there are any adults here on the line, or any connections that you might have where you could, offer some donations or assistance, or even spread the word to other young people who might have a nice amount of foundational skills in the area of music, music theory, dance, piano, guitar, flute, any instrument, anything musical, anything creative, anything that falls under the expressive or creative arts, send them our way and we can definitely chat with them and see if they're a good fit for the junior apprenticeship program. And of course, if you have any questions, please, please, please let us know. All right, so we do have a couple of more wonderful performers that are left on the program. But again, I want to say I was listening in via YouTube, and you all have done such an incredible job, throughout the evening, from the pre-recorded pieces that you already did and kind of getting through that whole process. I'm sure that was a lot of fun for you, but great experience as well. And then for those who, of course, who perform live, that is always an amazing skill to continue building. It works in so many different other areas as well. So, but I can talk to you about that another time. Without further ado, I do want to go ahead and invite our next student performer. This is a pre-recorded piece. I've actually had the honor of working with this young lady as our very first guitar student. Yay! So we are expanding indeed. But this is Miss Layla Hood, and she's going to be performing a song on guitar called Everything. Feel free also to use the reactions and stuff like that, or make comments in the chat to encourage each other.
Even the sparrow has a place to lay its head. So why would I let worry steal my breath? And even the roses you have clothed in brilliant red. So I'm the one you love more than this. You give me everything. You give me everything. You give me everything I need. Even the oceans push and pull at your command. So I'm the one you love more than this. And you tell the seasons when it's time for them to turn. So I will trust you even when it hurts. You give me everything. You give me everything. You give me everything I need. You give me everything. You give me everything. You give me everything I need. And when I can't see you, lead me. And when I can't see you, show me. And when I can't stand, you carry me. And when I'm lost, you will find me. And when I'm weak, you are mighty. You are everything I need. You give me everything. Oh, you give me everything. You give me everything I need.
Oh my goodness. Wow. That was just so, I mean, everything just keeps getting better and better every time one of our young people takes the stage. Goodness. Beautiful voice, beautiful playing. Oh my gosh, just wonderful. And I hope those who've been around for a while, I hope that you can see the growth. You know, if this is your first time at, one of our recitals, then you might not know, but if you have kind of paid attention in the past couple of years and you've been around supporting, I hope you can see and hear and feel the difference, what happens when our young people really do continue to commit, and they, take the time to practice and they find songs, that speak to them. And that's one of the wonderful things about a performer. If it speaks to you, most likely when you're performing it, it's going to speak to someone else out there. So I hope you all have been encouraged by the lovely performances of all of the young people. Can we just put everyone, if you can, find one of the reactions on your screen, celebrate the young people. You can put up hearts. You can use the chat, put some claps, some, just very positive things. If we're in person after someone performs, people usually applaud and they'll do, say bravo or encore, which means they want you to do another one. When we get into person, we're going to really work on that encore part. But yes, thank you, everybody. I hope all the students, I hope you can see and feel all the love. You are supported. We're encouraging you. You've done an amazing, amazing job. Every last one of you, you've done an amazing job, and you should definitely feel very, very proud of yourselves. All right, so we are now at the segment where we get to really, really celebrate each of our individual young people and students who are here. And this is something new. You might not have heard us do it before, but we are going to celebrate every student on for their anniversary. So those who've been with us for 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, and we even have someone who's been with us for 5 years. So we are definitely going to go ahead and jump into our awards segments. And same thing as you just did, let's try to continue to encourage our young people. When you hear your name, you can wave and we'll give you lots and lots of accolades. All right, so just so you know, once again, each student will receive a small anniversary award for your years of being in the MIFAL Inc. program, whether it's through the Arts Academy or through MIFAL Inc. All right, so I'm going to call them in order from 1 to 5. So the first we have is Mason Hood, celebrating 1 year with MIFAL. Yay! How exciting, how exciting. Along with her his big sister, Layla Hood. She's also been with us for 1 year. So very exciting. They both have gone through the piano program and theory, and now they've kind of branched out into their instruments of choice, and while still doing an amazing job. So I'm very, very excited for the Hoods. All right, being with us for 2 years, Kamari Payne. Yay, congrats, congrats. 2 years with MIFAL, Music Instruction for All Learners. So we're so happy to have you, and we're looking forward to continuing with your growth and your journey. All right, 3 years, being with us for a whole 3 years. We've got Ariana Deary. Congratulations. And thank you so much. Yay, she's waving there if you see her. Well done, my friend. We're so happy to see, how much you've grown as well, and looking forward to seeing what you do in future years. Right, and then we're going to go right to 5 years. Our veteran student is, come on, let's make a lot of noise for Shahian Harris. 5 whole years with MIFAL. Thank you so much for trusting us. To his parents, good job, Shahian. I think he's seen the most change with all the different instrument teachers, but he just kept going right with the flow, kept growing, kept doing what he needed to do. You're absolutely welcome, dearie. Congrats, congrats, congrats to everyone. You will be receiving a certificate also for today's performance. So we want you again to keep these, things as a reminder of all the incredible things that you've done in your youth, so that when you get older, you can go back and show your kids and be reminded that, I've been doing this for a long time and I am good for it. I am worth my hire, right? So if anyone ever says that to you, like, oh no, I'm not new at this, I'm trained. And that's what we want. All right, so we have one more segment of awards that we want to talk about. And of course, we're going to pass it on to Mr. O after this to give final remarks and all of that. But for this particular segment, this is, I believe, also new. It's called the MIFAL Inc. Marion L. Johnson Award, Student of the Year. Student of the Year. So maybe, I don't know, maybe in future ones, we'll have people take a guess at the beginning. We'll see who won. Maybe we'll do that next time. Have a little competition, friendly competition. But for now, can you all help me by making a virtual drum roll, however you can, stomp your feet, pat on your legs, whatever. There we go. So this year's Student of the Year Award goes to Layla Hood, Miss Layla Hood, congratulations. This student has shown great potential and has exceeded the expectations that was set for her for the program. So great job. As you can see, she's been singing, playing guitar, doing well in piano. So we definitely want to keep encouraging her to do wonderful things. All right, and we're looking forward also to celebrating others of you as well for Student of the Year in future years. So keep doing all that you're doing. You're doing incredible. All right. There is going to be a trophy, just so you have a little bit of information about it. There's a little bit of trophy that she's going to receive. It was created by Mr. O and his brother, Stefano A. Johnson, in honor of their mother, Miss Marion L. Johnson, who loved music. So there will be a trophy where the names of all the students who have received the trophy will be placed on it as well. So right now we've got one name, but in future years, we'll be adding other names to, we'll call it the Master Trophy. And then you'll also receive, whoever gets the award for that year, you'll get your own trophy as well. All right, so those are our awards for this year. We are so very, very proud of each and every one of you. Thank you to all of the parents who, keep running a tight ship, right? You got to make sure that your kids are there and they're practicing and doing all that. So we know that it definitely takes a village. And so we definitely want to acknowledge every parent, guardian, caregiver, mentor, every teacher, every administrator, every person who had any part in making sure that our young people are seeing success. So wonderful. Okay, now we are actually at the close of our program. There's plenty of information. If you haven't gotten it already, please do go to the chat section, copy and paste and share on your social media pages, all of that information there, the text to give. There's even the hashtags. You can go and put that up if you want to. Hashtag 7 years strong, hashtag and still going, right? So, you definitely want to put some other people on. If they don't know, make sure that they know. All the information is now here on the screen. So there is your QR code that you could probably put your phone up to the screen and you'll get all the information there. And then there's all this information as well. You can also find it on our social media pages. You can share those as well. And so we hope that, just as much as those of you have benefited from this program, that you are happy and willing to share with other people who may benefit from this program as well. And just as a reminder, the first 100 donors will receive a special MIFAL mask. I don't even have one of those yet, so I'm a little jelly, but we'll talk to Mr. O about that. But yeah, so that looks amazing. They really do look good with the logo on there. So another way to show support, give a lovely donation. The first 100 will, have another way to keep yourself safe. All right. Any questions or comments or anything, you can always pass. Sorry about that. Email is dean@mifalaa.org. You can feel free to send any questions, comments, suggestions, or, whatever, just to say hi. I'm happy to hear from you all as well. All right. Thank you so much. I love this. Our media department is killing it. I love it. All right. So I'm going to pass everything right back to our fearless leader, Dr. O, for closing remarks.
Good afternoon, everybody. I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart for all who have participated, for all who hung in here for us to hold 2 hours. And, for just to say thank you to our beautiful parents and our grandparents and our great-great-grand, because, you don't know Malaya's great-grandfather was on here too. So that's about several generations of parents who have been supporting us now. And we didn't mention it, but it was in the one of the slides that we, because of Malaya and her 4.5-year-old little sister, we started our mini musician program. And how that works, her grandfather say, look, she's been sitting in, she teaching Malaya while Malaya taking her lesson. So she's sitting in, she sits in the background and just listens. And I ask her questions and she's learning. So when she turns 5 years old, she's going to be already prepped and willing to work in the program. So I thought about it for about 10 seconds. I said, you know what? That'll work, because she's listening and she's learning. And she's keeping, you always had that little sister to try to keep you on track. Well, she's keeping Malaya on track, because, it's a wonderful thing when you have one listening and one taking the lessons and they bounce off of each other. And that's why I said, okay, we'll create a mini musician program, because they're learning. It's all about she's sitting back and learning, and that's what we want in our program. And I want to thank all those who did some comments. You all did a great job. And one thing about MIFAL, we don't stop. We keep going regardless of what happens. When Mr. E told me she was tied up a little bit, I said, look, we just keep it going. As soon as she came in and took over. That's what we do. We're here to help each other. And as we mentioned, MIFAL Arts Academy was created even in a crisis. That means regardless of what goes on, if God gives you a vision, you continue that vision. You don't stop it. You don't hiccup, and we just kept it going. And it's a hard work for the past couple of weeks trying to get this part of it together, but we did it. And I want to give a shout out to my wife, NJ, Boss Radio Live with NJ. She keeps wanting me to do her monologue and voice. I have to work on that because I'm a bad husband. I haven't done that yet, but she wants me to do her monologue for her show. But it's Boss Radio Live with NJ. So I thank her because she was in the media department all afternoon doing the transitions and stuff like that. And even when Zoom tries to act up, because Zoom acts up once in a while, but when Zoom acts up, she was ready to go there and and do it. But again, my heart goes out to all those who stuck with us throughout. This is the first time we stream live on Facebook, Zoom, and on our website. So there's more to come. There is more to come. Tell people about us. We're looking for more students. We have our culinary arts department starting a new class this week. So if you want to be part of that, check it out. I'll put the link in there. So check it out. That way you too can have, can be, if you have kids, adults. Yeah, Mr. Harvey asked, well, what about the look? Adults can learn to cook too. Trust me, adults can learn to cook too. But again, we will close this out for this evening. I love you guys. Continue to support the arts. music, and the arts. And again, remember, MIFAL Arts Academy, where the arts knows no bounds. You guys have a blessed and wonderful evening.